That's the filthy little banger of being fucking scorching around all week. Oh, it's a bit of a funky one. It's lengthy.
I know you know me. One thing I can tell you is you've got to be free. Come together right now over me.
Welcome. Let's go, boys. Welcome to the party. This is the After Party Podcast. My name is Connor.
My name's Andrew.
We're getting pretty average at these old intros. That might go for the longest podcast intro.
I thought you were like, say something. Play the whole album. Thanks, guys.
Become a fucking album review podcast. But fuck yeah, boys. Thanks for fucking watching as always. Thanks for getting around us these days. Fucking make sure you're subscribing, liking, all that shit. Give us a rating on Spotify and also recommend this one to your friend. If you get around it, fucking share the love. Get it around the boys. You never know. We might have some hidden sickos around there that's keen to jump on board. So, yeah, fucking get amongst it. But, mate, how was your weekend? Mine was shit.
Yeah, I saw you fucking hobbling in here like
Well,
a man.
well,
I was like, oh, sorry, dude, we're doing a podcast. I thought an old gentleman was coming in here and then...
Yeah, well, you basically said to me that you'd seen my predicament. And so for those listening, basically on the weekend, I was running around in third grade, fucking having the time of my life. Footy was back. Yep. 4 games in. I was versing the filth. Couldn't fucking think of a better way to kick off the weekend. You know what I mean? Fucking no. So we cop the draw. But
a draw.
Yeah, so I come on at halftime, right?
Yep.
Fucking tell Wayne I'm a 20-minute fucking man.
Yep.
But so then I come on, start playing. Everything's going good. It's fucking muddy out there. It was like that greasy fucking mud on like hard ground. So like when you step on it, it just shoots out from under you. And I made a little break. I go through, and then as I get to one of the fellas, I like realize I'm fucked here. So then I twist around, give the offload out, and as I do that, my foot slides out and this bloke lands on my leg.
Ooh, you break your ankle.
All I hear is just... And I was like, oh my God. And my first thought is like, oh, I've yeah-yeed myself here. I've snapped me leg in half. Like it's the sound was like, oh. And I don't know whether that's just like because it's internal. Like somehow I can hear my own leg.
You hear the vibration.
I wonder, or if it was actually audible to everyone else around me. But if that wasn't, my screams were. So I roll over, realize that my leg was in fact not broken, thank fuck. Yep. But I'd definitely done some serious ligament damage.
Did you have to get carried off?
I got carried off.
That's
not in the stretcher, just like a Gallipoli style.
Oh, poor boy.
Like like over just the shoulder.
But you were upright?
I was upright. I hobbled off. I hobbled off like a G.
Respect.
Yeah. Man, I'm a high value male. I fucking got
you were like getting carted off like with like 2 on your legs. Everyone's like,
fuck that, bro. I was like, let me off. And it was weird how like immediately I got over the pain. Like it fucking hurt, and then I got up the top of the hill and I'm like, and then I'm like, just said to the physio, I was like, let me go back down and watch the game. And she's like, fuck no, we got to get some ice on your foot. But the weird thing about season's fucked, hell of a season, 4 games.
So you're out?
Mate, I've got to be. I can't fucking walk on this thing.
Boys.
Like, I'm out. Peace. I mean, if I can come back for finals when we inevitably make it, I will. And the worst thing, we drawed in the end. Yeah. So it was just like all for nothing. Like it was fucking lame. But
the brightest stars shine the shortest.
Exactly, my man.
Malone's career.
That is my fucking career, dude. But oh well, you win some, you lose some, and I fucking lost
and we drew this
mobility of my foot. This episode of the After Party Podcast is brought to you by our proud sponsors, the Lad Collective. I'm fucking over this shit. I just tried to record this ad 3 times and fucked it up every time. But look, just get your fucking sheets, man.
Buy the sheets.
Yeah, as I said in the previous fucking ad that I just deleted, is that you're dank. Like you know you're getting dank. Like right now, I know I'm getting dank. I'm fucking drinking too much. I'm eating fucking too many bags of chips in the week. I've got like cheese, Cheeto fucking dust on my fingers 24/7. It's disgusting. But there's one thing in my life that is in fucking order, and it's my bedroom. It's because I'm hooked up with the Lad Collective sheets, boys. Sort yourself out. Your misso wants it. Be the fucking man of the house for once. Get yourself some sheets. Get some fucking head afterwards because she'll probably get the fuck around it. But it's an easy op. It's an easy purchase.
It's an easy win.
If you're having a fucking weekend off the piss, what better? The favourite thing I like to do when I stop drinking for a weekend is spend the money elsewhere on something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And we all know you need the sheets, bro. Yeah. So use the code AFP20 at the checkout to get $20 off your first order at theladcollective.com.au. And there's a lot of shit you can do with that $20. Buy a vape, buy a little slug off the boys. Who knows, off McGreg's maybe, but fuck. Just fucking use the code, cunt. We're trying to make some coin. We make fuck all. So we're trying to get around us. Also get a pair of sheets. It's a double combo. It's the best present of all time. So I've lost interest in all of this. So just fucking buy the sheets. Back to the pod.
This is a suicide note, by the way.
Buy the sheets, man. But anyway, the funny thing about all of this is I come in and I'm hobbling in. You kind of look at me a bit funny. We didn't say anything. And then I was like, yeah, I fucked my ankle on the weekend. And you're like, I saw this, bro. Like, I saw this. And I was like, how the fuck did you see this? Like, it was third grade. There's no one Andy would know that would have been posting anything on socials.
So
like,
you're 1,000% sure there was no video?
Bro, there's no fucking video of this.
Dude, that was telekinetic. We're like connected the fuck.
We're connected by the pod.
Yeah, I'm like.
And the dick.
Yeah, we're connected anally. But yeah, so... that is so weird because I definitely saw a video. So I'll have
because we had a great episode on Friday, fucking with Jake Matthews. Andy couldn't make attendance because he was out with the boys, out somewhere in bumfuck, having the best time of his life. And from what I hear is on the weekend, because I've got my fucking ears to the streets.
Okay,
and apparently you had a bit of an infatuation with the sun.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. So
arguably scorching your eyes out.
Yeah. So a lot of when I close, if I'm being honest, I don't really want to admit to anyone. When I close my eyes, I still see like a blue. Like, so I may have permanently fucked my retina. I may have permanently damaged my retina. So basically, we went to like this hella secluded campsite. You like can only go there at a specific time when it's low tide. So like no one can get. It's basically an island, but it's just on the beach.
What's the name of the island?
I'm not going to say.
I like that,
bro.
Yeah, don't fuck the spot.
Yeah, you didn't get me that easy.
Next minute's like Early Beach. Yeah. I'm not going to fuck the spot up, man.
It's called Seminyak. But yeah, so we went there, hella secluded. It was just a couple of boys. There was 5 or 6 of us. And so we had a great day. We did indulge in some psychedelics while we were down there.
The old Peter Siddle.
Yeah. So we had a good time there. We did probably the dumbest shit you could imagine. We were like, one of our mates had a jet ski. So this is the day. So we brought
tripping dick on jet skis.
So like, fuck it, let's go on a jet ski, bro. Like, let's take it out. And like, we were also drinking all day. We had these really big speakers. So like, everyone that was camping near us, like, kind of were like peering their head around.
Of course they fucking were.
Yeah, they're like, bro, these dudes are taking the jet ski out. So when we noticed that we were back in the car onto the beach, like all just like, and then we just see a line of families like take the beach to like watch us get in the water. Like, sure, these guys are gonna fucking break their neck. Yeah. And there was like a huge swell like just beyond the bay, and we're like getting in there, and it was like hella dark and ominous and cloudy, and it was it was fun though. No deaths, no damages,
no wig outs.
Yeah, no wig outs. Yeah, we got. Obviously, it was wigging out getting into the water.
Yeah, definitely. Everything on the old Peter is a new. It's like being a newborn baby.
And a jet ski in 7-foot swell is on that list.
That would be oh my god, dude, that would be traumatizing. It would be an overload.
I would recommend though. Don't do it. What do they say? Like, don't try this at home, but also don't try it at home if you get the chance because it's fucking fun.
Yeah. I feel like if if you've got both of those combinations, you've got somebody that's proficient in both. You know what I mean? Like jet skiing and psychedelics. So like, you know your guy if you've got one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was talking to the boys today, and like spoke to Jason, and he was like, "Oh yeah, fucking Andy was just staring into the sun."
So we were sitting on like this sand dune, and the sun was setting, and it was behind some clouds, so like you could look at it. And I was just looking at it, like just kind of like feeding off the sun. Like, you know, they say you can get energy off it. And I was just like, wow. And I was like, damn, fuck, the moon looks bright tonight. And I was just looking at the sun. I was seeing this like almost circle with this really shiny ring around it, which was the fucking sun. And I was just focused on the shiny ring. And I was like, and they're like, bro, you're just looking at the sun. I like turn around, it's all like blue. And I was like,
because Jason was like, he said he was like looking over at you, and he was like, oh, fucking, and he's like infatuated. Like he's like obviously like looking at something like beautiful or whatever. And then he was like, wait a second, you're looking at the fucking sun?
Dude, I legitimately thought it was the moon. That's the fucking sun, dude.
But what fucking burning your eyeballs
was
out?
Also dope, there was we discovered that night around dinner that there was a scheduled meteor shower that night. So we just went out and watched like meteors, like shooting stars and stuff.
Maybe. Maybe meteors.
Yeah.
Could just be fucking like ciggy butts, or like someone's ashing in front of you. And you're like, whoa.
But yeah, so anyway, so somewhere...
Real Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. So somewhere along this journey, I think it was when I was sleeping, like, because the next day I woke up, I was like, oh, fuck, Malone's did his ankle. Like, that's horrible. And then I was like, wait a second, where did I see that? Like, I didn't really see that anywhere. And then I was like, and then Malone told me that you, and I was like, oh, it must have been a dream. And then when I saw you, you were like, I was like, wait, so you did roll your ankle? And I was like, he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I saw the video. He was like, there was no video. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know how you.
Dude, it was like you and
it really hasn't come out like in the
Twitter sphere. Or
oh, bro, we're fully idiots.
What?
We've been thinking when I fucking promote the oh god,
scratch that.
We thought that this was some fucked up psychedelic telekinesis.
Yeah.
It was so obvious. I put it on Instagram. There was fully a video the whole time. Oh fuck, we suck.
You had me wigging out there.
Yeah, well. I guess it's fuck. We probably don't really have a good like story to back it up with, because we did have a theory as to why. But I think we can do better with that one.
We'll save it.
We'll save that one.
That's
but
a
it's
little Easter egg in there.
It is. Put it this way to anybody that listens to us every week. For those that jump in every now and then, fucking thanks for coming around. But fuck, you should have got there earlier. But for the guys that definitely know what we're fucking about. There is an Andy story that beats all Andy stories, and it's going to be saved up. If you want to hear it, let us fucking know.
Dude, subscribe.
Might even let some dudes know in the DMs, but trust, it's the most fucked story, gun. So we have to come with heat for that.
Yeah. Dude, you know what was funny? I almost told at that time when we were with Marto, like, it was literally the most perfect setup for it. You know, when he was like, oh, you know, you like, he was telling the Spider-Man story, and he was like, oh, you know, you've all done some fuck shit on the piss and almost hurt yourself. And then I was like, maybe I don't load into a 15-minute story with Marto. Yeah,
worst story to tell. But
he's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that would have been a bad look for us.
Yeah.
That would have been. Oh, well, speaking of fucking doing things in bad taste, it's a story that I was like, I'm sick of like the amount of media that I cop because it keeps swaying my brain. I'm not allowed my own thoughts anymore.
Yeah, no, you're not.
And one thing that I was thinking about this week, so ham, is Cody Simpson. He's fucking in the comm games, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, for the last 6 years, has been shaking his hips and fucking singing bullshit songs. Fucking great singer and shit, by the way. He deserves everything.
What was that song like? Every day,
yeah. And he had Flow Rider in it, bro. And we were in grade 10 or some shit.
Yeah, that was hectic.
Definition of balling.
Grade
And then it went overseas immediately to tour with JB.
Yeah.
Like the bloke's
Motherfucker.
balling out of control. But the thing is, he was always a good swimmer because we went to school with Lockie Neal and Tom Neal, who's been on the potty, Aussie Olympic swimmer, and they grew up with him and they were really close with him. So I've always known he's a really good swimmer. But to actually see it in reverse, swimming is one of those sports. Even when I was talking with Tom Neal. About this, he was like, bro, you've got like a window and you need to gap it. Like,
exactly.
and
you can't
it's
really just come and go.
unless you're a Phelpsy or whatever, it's usually a young man's game as well. Like you hit your peaks around 23, 24, 25. Could be wrong, but ballpark it. Anyway, bro, this motherfucker's in the fucking Australian Com Games team, came 5th in the final. Like, absolutely out of control. And I know you're probably wondering why I'm just jerking off Cody Simpson so much right now. Sure, it's a grand effort.
Yeah.
But Kyle Chalmers, who's on the team, right?
Yeah.
Last year was going out publicly for a very long time with Emma McKeon, or McKeon, who's also on the swim team.
Yep.
Swimmers, couple, Aussie team, power
Super
couple.
normal, yeah. Perfect.
Cody decides that he wants to fucking slip into the old swim game and chuck the trunks back on, get shredded as fuck and looking sexy as and serenading. He stole his bitch.
Yeah, he stole his bitch right beneath him.
He stole him, dude.
Yeah.
Stole her.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
You know?
You don't have the answer, Sway.
Yeah, but fucking Chalmers is not attractive. No offense, Kyle Chalmers. But he's got like...
Shut up, dude. Dude.
When you're talking about Cody Simpson...
Okay, look, we can talk about Cody Simpson, but like, let's fucking be real. He's fucking hot, bro. Do I have to pull up the photos?
He looks way more Swedish these days. Like, don't you? He
bro,
looks
the
like
dude is shredded.
Cody Simpson. If you gave a photo of him with no context and I didn't know him, he does not look like he speaks English. Like,
Cody.
He looks like hella Swedish. Looks like
he does. He's got the wide eyebrows.
Like the shaved head definitely makes him look less Aussie.
Look, he's a bit of a rougher dude, but fuck me, cunt. Look at the rig on him. He's like literally a human dildo, bro.
Yeah.
Like that is like you cut the head off and chicks would buy that to fuck.
Yeah, exactly. No, but okay, sorry. That was harsh on Kyle's shoulder.
Especially when look at us. Look at us.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this fucking Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, with an 8-pack down to his fucking anus. Is fucking dank. Let's be real.
Sorry,
anyway, let's get back. Let's get back.
He's ugly when you're talking about fucking Cody Simpson getting up in your piece.
You see, I don't know. I think this is what comes into play a little bit as well with these guys that always you know it, but you don't speak on it. Is he's got the X factor?
Yeah.
Like if Cody Simpson was just Cody Simpson swimmer, we're having a different conversation right now. Like, but he's got the power. I'm saying I don't know what's happened, but basically the drama at the moment is that they're saying it's a love triangle and the media has been punching in on it and Kyle Chalmers is just like, fuck off, cunt, which is so fair. He's just
is he still seeing McKeown?
No. This is done, but like, but they're in the same team. They're all in the team.
Yeah, that's all good.
They're all in the fucking team, dude. And so they're saying like, oh, you didn't congratulate her after a win. Yada yada. Basically, the media is going like, there's tension between the three of them.
Grasping at straw.
And Kyle's going, fuck off. There's nothing to be said. And the funny thing is though, so Kyle's dad was on the radio today and he was like breaking down, again, rightfully so, going like, he doesn't deserve this shit. Like, leave him the fuck alone. He's winning fucking medals. I think he's won 3 already. Like, leave the cunt alone. He's a swimmer, not a celebrity. Like, get out of his personal life, basically. Especially during race week. And then Cody's mum came out today and didn't mention anything of that. She was like, oh, it's all horseshit, whatever. But then she was like, I think Cody's going to be fine with all this because he's really media trained and he's handled this all before.
JB,
like exactly
from Channel 7.
But the funny thing about it is like Kyle Chalmers and shit's getting scrutinized. Meanwhile, like Cody and shit are just bawling, dude. Like it's dope. He's back swimming. It's hectic.
The power couple.
His mum's defending him. Like
was she hot?
The mum.
Yeah,
she's got like 100K followers.
Okay,
Sister's a baddie as well.
Yeah. No, I agree, but when you're comparing him to Cody Simpson, he doesn't really have a chance. But also, Chalmers is a better swimmer. We know that.
Well, definitely, 100%. He blows him out the water,
so that's
literally.
what I was saying. Like, and sometimes, like back to Bailey Smith, you can be too hot for your own good. Mind you, Cody Simpson probably doesn't give a shit about medals because he's like, dude, I've got like 10 platinum.
He's at the Com Games for free.
Yeah.
He's got millions, dude.
Yeah.
But like what I'm getting at is this is dog, dude. And not
Yeah.
dog for like taking the Miso. He probably doesn't know Kyle that well to really like.
Still, at the games.
It's not about that. To me, what it's about is like, you know who you are, dude.
Yeah.
You're going to come back and just flop your dick on the swim team,
Yeah.
dude. Like, you know that like you're the best on offer.
Also, he could get any girl that he wants.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And he chose Chalmers Miso, who's also on the team.
That's just head games, I think. That's just him trying to fuck with him.
It's a lot. It is a lot. But like,
it is, now that I'm saying it out loud, it is so dog.
it sucks because it,
like, bro.
it sucks from Chalmers' end because it's like, there's nothing worse than when your ex links up and like upgrades. You know what I mean? Like when everyone's going like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's got me.
Yeah.
And I can't even be a dick to the cunt because he's on my team.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even have my moment winning goals because he's in the fucking lane next to me.
It would be extra worse if Chalmers can hang his hat on the fact he's a better swimmer. Like, he was
But
a worse swimmer,
swimming?
less hot. But they're in the context of the swim team. Like, he can just be like, shut up, dude, I'll beat you to the other end of the pool. Like,
Yeah.
It's like him version.
Oh, you see that body of water? I'll get over there quicker than you.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I'm gonna go on a yacht with T-Pain, like in fucking
You want to talk
Moss.
about bodies of water? I'm in one with T-Pain on a super yacht.
You want to talk about bodies of water? Check
Yeah.
the floor at one of my concerts.
Check the floor at your ex-missus. He's like, come on, man.
What the fuck, man?
The Commonwealth Games did a shocking job marketing. They just snuck up on it.
Oh, bro, it came out of nowhere.
It was like, oh, the Com Games on. And I was like, true?
Look, I don't want to be that guy, but
I didn't think
do you care?
people give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the Commonwealth Games, it's like,
All com games is just like a little dick tease for the Olympics.
yeah. But
Like-
normally it's a bit, maybe I'm thinking that because the last one was the Gold Coast.
Bro, you think about the
If
Olympics?
you hold any event at the Gold Coast, I instantly just downgrade it in my mind as
Oh, yeah.
important.
But you think about the Olympics and like, you're thinking Russia, you're thinking China, you're thinking USA. Take those guys out the mix, and now it's like us versus Canada.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Like, really? How much do we give a fuck about this shit? Like,
It is sick that we dominated it. That's cool.
yeah, that's cool, I guess. Like,
don't think
under
we
the
even-
Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, mate, you got something to bring to the table today? Or is it just going to be me all the time, huh?
Oh, yeah, no, fuck. Yeah. So, speaking of bodies of water, you like this segue, bruh?
Yeah. Mall cop segue.
And also the fact that we had a UFC fighter on the show.
Yep.
I definitely want to bring to your attention Conor McGregor's Instagram spell at the moment because he's on one, dude. He is on. You want to talk about doing tabs on a jet ski? He's on a fucking big ass yacht doing.
So you're on a Lamborghini
copious
yacht.
in a bag and just doinking out. Like he's that kid that one of your mates that's like goes on some hectic holiday, like changes his Instagram handle to some like inside joke within the holiday, and you're clearly like, all right, he's not sleeping, or like he's on one, He's,
Yeah,
he's
like, it's
having
evident.
a big week, and he's like posting all this rogue stuff, and you're like, has anyone
just
checked
like,
in on?
fuck.
Has anyone checked in on this guy?
Yeah. And you don't want to be the guy to check in.
Yeah. But I will say this: he looks like he's living a very, very fun life. But that photo of Conor McGregor, on that fucking boat, he's just on this big ass boat. He's like smoking a doink, and he's clearly like got the person he's with to be like, "Oi, dude, I look so fucking boss right now. Take a photo of me smoking this joint on this boat." And he's like sitting there, and it's Conor McGregor with like 50 billion followers.
Well, dude, it's funny that like you brought this whole thing up because I copped a message to the after party page like maybe 3 weeks ago from someone. Fuck, I gotta remember who it is. But I'll find the photo because he sent me a photo of McGregor and he's like, "You guys have to talk about this."
Yep.
And it was him with two blokes in a bathroom. Like this is on his gram. Like
on his post, like
100%. It was him in a bathroom with two dudes. Looked weird as there probably is like weird Irish mates or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's in the bathroom, like looks like a fucking it's a public toilet with 3 blokes in it, and he's holding like in his card, like, but not like showing it off, like holding his fucking credit card, dude. Like he's literally like doing lines in there, like there was not even remotely hidden, dude. Like it was fucked.
Yeah, his manager's like, bro, like.
You see, this is where I disagree though, because I think that with fighters they get a green card, where like they're already doing the most fucked thing on the planet, which is beating people within an inch of their life.
There's no like kid sponsors or like,
and also it's like, what did you think they did on the weekend, bro?
Exactly,
like, also when you give essentially like Conor McGregor is an Irish bogan. You know what I mean? Like, he's a plumber who did a plumbing trade and got into MMA at 18. He's a fucking bogan. The sport's built on fucking heroic bogans worldwide.
Yeah, exactly.
These people are my favorite people. These are my favorite people. But the thing, like, what I'm getting at is, like, give an Irish bogan fucking 800 million. What would you do?
Yeah, follow him on Instagram.
Yeah. Because, but like, I guess what I'm like kind of getting at is like, it to me is like, it usually with any athlete, it's fucked watching this shit because you're like, oh, this is the downfall. But with him, it's like, fuck, all he has to do is schedule a fight and be clean for 8 weeks and he's good to go. He's also got a titanium rod in his leg, which I will also have next week.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get signed to a team. But yeah, fuck, there was this one video where he's like, on his boat. So it's seemingly he hasn't left this boat, but he's on this boat.
Probably because it costs $10 million.
It's got like a fucking mall and like a shopping center in there. So yeah, he's like, this guy walks past. What's his whiskey label? It's like
Proper 12.
Proper 12. Some guy's got a Proper 12 shirt on. He's like, Proper 12, calls this guy over. He's like filming this guy. Even the guy's a bit like, after getting like yelled at, he's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna like go this way. He's like, Proper 12. And then Conor McGregor just puts his phone down on like the couch and like continues to have a conversation with him. He's weird. It's like mumbling. He's like, sorry. This is on
Proper 12.
This is on his Instagram.
Yeah.
He's then just gone and like posted it. But this is,
he doesn't have a media team.
this is what is so dope. Like so many like LeBron James, like so many of these huge athletes, they have these like Instagram pages where they're like, dude, this just isn't you. Like, this is such like a corporate Instagram page, but this is like your mate wigging out and you're like, all right, you haven't slept, you're drinking way too much, you're not really caring about what's going on your page. And I just want to ask, do you have any like ones of your, like any Instagram page that you used to fucking love because it was just this huge celebrity who just treated it as if he had 300 followers and he would just post whatever he wanted?
Oh, you see, like, I kind of have my ones like that in the opposite direction where like I've got people and everyone has this, like every single person has this that's listening right now is the people that like you sort of know that you like went to school with or like friends of friends or people you went to school with and their life is falling to fucking shit and on Facebook the statuses are pumping and it's like fuck you, Dave, you cunt. Why the fuck did you like leave me on the corner there that night? Like,
and you somehow know each thing. And
like I've got people that I just like, that's all I'm checking in on.
I love that shit.
And watching their life like fall apart and they're talking to no one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they're sending private messages as statuses.
And someone will really be like, hope you're okay. Like, let me know.
If it's a bird, look in the comments, it's a 50-year-old trying to fuck him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, literally every time. It's like some chick or bloke having their demise and then that. But I'm trying to think of like famous people that I liked watching like right away. Like,
do you remember, and I think this was more strategized. Pardon?
Burnt Gang. Do you remember him?
Yeah, was that the guy that just got viral and he would like yell out?
He would steal shit and run away. And then he went on No Jumper and was like fucked out of his head.
I saw that. And and they were just like, he's on drugs, like just wigging out. 50 Cent went on a run where he was like just posting the most like
he still
shit.
does,
like,
bro.
He's back, dude. 50's fully back.
50's gram is out of control. He has no prisoners.
Yeah, when he went on the Get the Strap rampage about like, and it would just be the most fuck shit, like someone like getting assaulted, like someone like clearly inappropriate, like some woman like getting slapped, and he's like, get this.
Because what I found is like people's like Facebook and shit, like most people. Sorry, Andy's headphone just fucking fell out. but like most people's Facebook, if you look at celebrities, I feel like they're the corporate ones. Like they operate their Instagram, but then their Facebook's like fucking full bot. Whereas 50 is like the only one still operating on FB.
Yeah, he's like, why the fuck would I?
And you
pay
know
you?
it's him.
Yeah, for sure. You can like feel 50 timing. Another one that is a ripper one is Manziel. He's chilled out, but he went through a stage where he was like doing like stories of him just like the sun is rising. He's like, there's like a table of drinks and he's like rapping to himself like, yeah, we fucking do it. And he's like, go to bed, bro. All your friends have clearly gone to bed and you're just the one that's like, no, I don't want to go to sleep. And then you've just resorted to just posting fucking degenerate stuff.
Oh, bro, I promise if we get like somehow one day we get like 50K followers on Instagram, I will film my demise. Like everyone will see it.
Yeah, that's a promise that you can wait.
Yeah, you can fucking cash that in at the bank, dude.
Yep.
One I was thinking about, not sport. I came up with a bunch of shit this week. I was just thinking about on the couch, fucking probably hung down on my fucking head. But it's got nothing to do with sport. I don't really care.
Yep.
Let
me hear it, dude.
So there's obviously been a lot of hype this week about this new restaurant, Karen's Diner, where basically it's like a mimic of like American restaurants, but the whole premise of it is that basically the waiters and the staff are like horribly rude to you.
Yep.
And that's like the whole experience is like you don't really go there for anything else but like a weird night out where you get fucking abused by the staff or whatever. Personally, that sounds like the shittest night ever.
Yep.
It also sounds like a similar night to the Paddo.
It's basically just
fuck the Paddo. We're Caxton baby all day.
I thought that just was the Paddo's thing.
Yeah, no. Up the Caxton always, baby. I'm telling you, get a palmy. What the fuck was I just saying? I just derailed myself.
The Karen restaurant.
Karen, yes, yeah. So basically this, me and Max, who you've also seen on the after party, is also, like we were talking about, could you go like too far? Like if someone says something to you, can you just come back and like zing them out the park and like go kind of TF? But anyway, it happened like the week that we fucking say it.
You prophesized it.
Yeah, we prophesized it. Jet skiing on LSD and I prophesized it. AKA, it was just already on the internet.
It existed. I saw the video.
I saw the video. But basically, this guy got in the hissy fit. He went with his daughter. So the rule of the restaurant, it's not a rule, but it's recommended to not bring kids under 14. Okay. Like, just don't bring them. We're going to be cunts. Like,
we're gonna body the
like just don't put your kids through it. You know what I mean? They're not going to understand the novelty of it. You are, like they aren't.
Daddy wants a funny video for Instagram.
Yeah,
so you have to get fucking abused.
Yeah. Oh, the kid's just going to be like, what the fuck? And then,
Go to McDonald's so they don't call me a little shit.
Karen's Diner, also known as a night out with Conor McGregor. A family night with Conor McGregor.
So wait, is this in Brisbane? Do they start one in
No, they're in Sydney.
Yeah,
but
okay.
let me just fucking, I keep derailing myself. But this guy goes with his daughter, right? And then and she's obviously quite young. And one of the fucking staff definitely wigged out, but it must be hard to be rallying off new insults constantly. And this person, I think it was a woman, called the dad being with his daughter. He called him a pedo.
That's clever. Dude, that's play on. You fucking stepped into the dojo, dude. You're gonna get served.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, if you fucking... Exactly. Like, if you walk into a fucking gym with Conor McGregor and you go, let's fight, you're going to get punched. And you're also going to do some bag. But the thing with, like, you're playing with fire and he's gotten the hissy fit about it. And he went to the news, everything. It took, like, a full, like, family portrait with the kid going, like, we were, like, damaged by Karens. And...
It's like, no, the kid's fine. You get fucking ripped.
Yeah, well, basically what he was saying is, like, it caused, like, this uncomfortable... thing at the table.
Like a pedo. It's like, well, maybe you're a fucking sicko. If that makes you uncomfortable, then look at the mirror, dude.
But like,
it's your daughter, bro. Like, it's a fucking joke.
oh, bro, completely. It also does suck when you're sitting at the table with your daughter and now the conversation
Someone
of
called you
you
a pedo,
having sex with her is like brought up when you're having dinner, semi-fucked. But you stepped in the ring.
Yeah. It's on the door, like they said it.
So do you think, like, this is like what I want to know from you is like, is there a too far point for the staff? And should the customer be able to rebuttal? But should there be limits to either side?
Yeah, it's interesting because he doesn't have a leg to stand on. It reminds me. I'm pretty sure it's Key and Peele, but I was thinking of like what would happen. It's like imagine you're one of the waiters and just some guy in a wheelchair, like this guy in a wheelchair, like wheels in, and you're like, fuck, like, do I roast this guy for being in a wheelchair? So I think the skit was he was like a stand-up comedian. He's like roasting everyone. It's like the tall guy. And then he's like the guy in the wheelchair who's Peel. He's like, why don't you roast me, man?
You're like, oh.
In a wheelchair. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. And it's like, well, I think if you step inside those parameters, like if you're in a wheelchair and you go into that thing, you're like, well, I may get roasted for this.
Yeah, stand up, cunt.
Yeah, you can get up and leave if you want. No, you can't. But yeah, I think like if you go in there, obviously there's some like. Yeah, it's a real grey area because then you get into like, well, what can he say racist stuff or can he say homophobic? Like, I don't know. I think that restaurant should just not exist. That's a simple way to put it. I just convinced myself that restaurant's a dumb fucking idea.
Oh, bro, it's like a fucking atomic bomb waiting to happen, dude. Like, it's a shitty business model. Like, it gets people there, no doubt. Like,
and then let's say like one of your staff say something wildly inappropriate. Like I'm saying, beyond calling a dude a pedophile when he's sitting with his daughter. Like beyond that, then it's like. The guy's like, all right, you're fired. And then he's like, well, that's unfair dismissal. You told me to roast people. There's a guy who like, I used my surroundings to roast him. And now
I'm running out of zingers here. I'm running out of material.
Like, I can just go back there and grab some fucking zingers. No, I had to think of them fresh on the spot.
I've got 200 fucking cunts every day expecting to be drilled. And I'm coming up with like.
In a very like pleasant, like, fuck me over, but not too hard. Like just kind of middle it. Like
I would love to fucking speak to somebody who works at this joint. Definitely, probably every media company in the fucking country is trying to also do the same. But the reason, like, the one thing I think about is like, if you're that much of a cunt from 9 to 5. I don't think I could turn that off. You know what I mean? Like if you get into the zone where you're like going against everything you've been trained as a human to like be nice and accept and like love and at the end of the day with wait staff, it's like the guest is God, you know what I mean? Like treat them amazing, whatever. And then you'll go into like the darkest part of your brain to like be the rudest, most fucked cunt ever. Like
how funny would their staff meetings be? It's like, Jared, when you called that lady a fat bitch, I really like that, man. Dude, when you called that guy a douchebag, that was fucking perfect, man. He was wearing a V-neck.
Hey, Jimmy, you remember when you shoved that guy's face into his Parmigiana? Loved it. Great work. It was really off the cuff.
I panned out the guy in a wheelchair. That was fucked, bro. Like, we don't do that shit here. It's like, what do you mean? Like, he was
Imagine trying to get another job after Karen's Diner.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, yeah, like, oh, I want to apply to fucking Grilled. And you're like, go to fucking get up there and they'll look at you thinking like, oh, you've got a working experience at Karen's. How could you bring that across? Shut up, cunt. Like,
dumb bitch.
You're like, no, that shit doesn't fly anymore, dude. But yeah, I reckon that dude's a fucking A-grade pussy, dude.
Do you want one of these suckers?
The fucking hand grenades that Isaac calls them. Moral of the story is if you go to fucking Karen's, man up, cunt. Yeah. Like, man up. And maybe don't bring your daughter.
Yeah, don't bring your daughter, you fucking pedo.
What are you trying to do? Take her to a meal?
Dude, wine and dine.
Yeah, whining and dining your daughter, you sick fuck.
Now he's just getting roasted by everyone else. Dumb motherfucker.
Like, don't try to get sympathy, dude. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, God. What do we got? I've got some other stupid shit. Hold on, pork chop.
Let me hear it.
Oh yeah, dude. So basically, I was talking to like I love crime. I love crime, murders, all of it. Like I love.
Wait, you like watching and hearing? Wait, yeah, that sounded very fun.
Yeah. Like I love fucking killing people.
Murdering Uber drivers and dumping them in the Brisbane River. I mean,
yeah. Like
NCIS.
exactly, fuck 'em. But I am just I love that sort of content. You know what I mean? I love like poddies where it's like case files or anything around that. And there's a girl at work as well that fucking proper gets around it, and that's like me and her thing. We'll just talk about sicko shit all day. That's alarming probably because we're talking about like fucking skinning people and shit. Yeah. But we were talking about fucking Ted Bundy, and I've been watching a bit of Bundy shit. I've always been very up to date on my Bundy, but decided to dive back in and refresh the memory.
Is he your favourite serial killer? Do you have a favourite?
No, and this is the reason why. I think that Bundy got given way too much fucking credit than he deserves. And the main thing that fucking pisses me off is that everyone talks about how cunning and handsome he was. Ted Bundy wasn't hot, dude.
He was for a serial killer,
no.
For a serial killer.
But what is that measurement? Hot for a serial killer?
Well, dude, have you seen like fucking all the other ones? Like, was it Wayne Gracie and like just their dank little
John Wayne
shows?
Gacy,
Yeah, like just gross. Son of Sam Berkowitz. He's like they both fit the bill. They're short little like fat guys. Like
but then also like you stick a surfboard in fucking Charles Manson's hand and he could be out of pipeline. You know what I mean?
He could be smoking pipe. I don't know, man.
All I'm saying is that, like, bruh, don't come at me and put Zac Efron to play him.
Yeah.
Like, you're giving him the exact thing he wanted.
Yeah.
It was a fucking movie that made him look way more fucking dope than he was.
Yeah, way hotter than he was, definitely. No, he was, I went back in the day when they used to be like, oh, they called him the handsome killer or whatever. I was like, dude, he's not that handsome. But for like the 1970s, I think he was. Like,
no, bruh. Let's look at Bundy right now, bro. Like, I know you know what he looks like.
But also, don't get a photo of him just after he's been arrested burying 6 bodies. Like, it's like, you know, he's all like got mud on his face and shit.
If you saw that, dude,
he's old there, dude. But he is like kind of. He is traditionally handsome. He is traditionally handsome. Yeah, that's a bad photo.
Bruh, if you saw that cunt down at the Pokies at the Caxton, you would be like,
he's hot.
I'm not going to help him out with his tyres today. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, cunt.
Nah, but he's like traditionally handsome.
Brother, he ain't hot.
He's not like fucking Cody Simpson, but he's like, again, for a serial killer.
Is he, as a girl, fucking helpable?
He looks like just a regular kind of like charming dude that would be like, oh, can you help me with my car? It seems to be broken down.
There we have it, boys. We have a Bundy sympathizer on the pod and I'm fucking off it, dude. Like, who's your sexiest serial killer then?
Probably Bundy.
Oh, Bundy's your guy.
No, Ramirez. He's kind of like a, you know,
Ramirez?
Spanish-looking dude.
I don't know.
He looks like he's from like a rock band in the 80s, dude. He's got a kind of sick style about him.
Oh, bro, I do not know about that.
Apparently, he smelt really bad, which I've heard.
Let me give you...
Who's yours? But I'm the one saying that he's attractive. You're the one that's saying he's not.
Dude, I've got a hot fucking serial killer for you.
Let me see it.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer, yeah.
Jeffrey fucking Dahmer, dude.
He gets slept on.
For those that want to see what we're looking at, search up Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's the one with him in front of the pinstripe fucking...
he kind of looks like Cody...
He looks like Cody Simpson.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Jeffrey Dahmer looks like Cody Simpson.
He fully does, bro.
He's the sexiest serial killer, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Cody Simpson.
Did you look up Ramirez?
Bro, we can look up.
I know what Ramirez.
Richard Ramirez, dude. Oh,
the Golden State Killer, I believe it was referred to as.
Did most of his work in the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh God, let's get this count up.
He definitely had like a kind of Spanish look. You know what I mean?
I I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he kind of like, he looks like he could be
he-
like a SoundCloud rapper or something, you know
Well,
what I mean?
back-
Like,
yeah, he kind of
But
looks
then you also
slightly-
see the teeth, and then
The
you're
teeth
like,
are fucked.
yeah,
Yeah.
mouth closed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd help him
Yeah.
out.
He looks like someone from like the Ramones or something.
Oh,
like,
he does.
yeah, like a 1980s like rock band. Or
Yeah.
like Led Zeppelin or something.
Yeah, bro.
Bled Zeppelin.
Like honestly,
Murders people.
I reckon you could put them all in a band. To be fair, like if there was like fucking up front is
Dharma's,
fucking
like, on the fucking
I reckon you get Ramirez up front. You've got fucking Dharma on the guitar, like wailing out. Get fucking Manson on the drums,
Yeah,
and
Manson
then
looks like a sick drum
and bro,
player.
you get fucking Bundy on the keys.
Yeah, no, that's probably the worst fucking idea ever.
Called Bled Zeppelin. Yeah, I don't even know if that's funny or not.
Yeah.
It's not because of the killing. I just don't know if people are going to stay with us on that one.
Down a little tangent.
Yeah, we did
But
go
it was
down-
fucked how we both knew, like, just rattled off. Like, because I think our generation was just poisoned by YouTube. Like, I just watched, I watched like a 40-minute episode of every one of these guys on YouTube as a kid. Like, my mum's like in the other room. I'm like, Berkowitz in the summer of 72 beheaded 6
Yeah.
women prostitutes.
Bro, it's
Put
'cause-
them in his fucking Impala and drove them to the East River. And I'm just like, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, I think it's because these days, like, not to go full Rogan on this shit, but like, up until like 50, 60 years ago, we fucking did not have like all this shit to entertain us. And also, we used to have to, like, as humans, used to do a lot more fucking work and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There was already built in fear. You had fear of wars, actually people killing you and getting away
Actually
with
money,
it,
yeah.
all that sort of shit. Whereas now, we're just like so safe
Do
in the grand
something.
scheme of things. We're just like, let's get some fear going.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I
let's
wanna
get
see
scared
fucking-
of shit.
Yep.
It's fun to be scared of things.
And then I would just lie there in bed, just so fucking scared. Like, oh my God, dude, why did I watch a 6-hour marathon?
oh, bro. What, when you were little, like, unreasonably scared you?
Oh, this is hilarious, bro. I was deathly scared of Michael Jackson. Like, fucking so
I loved
scared
MJ.
because MJ was not, my parents didn't listen to MJ and he was not explained properly to me.
Yeah, so you just saw, like,
I
versions.
saw him holding his
Baby out the
child
window?
over the window and he had all the plastic
That was
surgery.
alarming for a lot of kids.
No, but I was like to mum, I was like, oh, who is that guy? And she's like, oh, it's just this really famous guy who like touches kids and, you know, he's a child predator. And I was like, I didn't know he made.
Don't explain him as the king of pop.
I didn't know he made music. I just thought he was like this fucking
A
like,
well-known pedophile.
billionaire, like pedophile who no one could stop. And I was like, will we stop? And this guy is like, oh, well, they can't really put him in jail. Like, you know, all this. He keeps like diverting. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And then he was in everything. So I'd just be watching a movie as a kid and like my sister would be like, oh, that's Michael Jackson. It'd be like, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. It's like, oh, Michael Jackson singing that song. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude. Holy shit.
My dad used to fucking.
Scared.
My dad used to like put sunscreen on us like before
Yeah.
we'd go to the beach, and like I fucking hate sunscreen,
like,
and like
rub it in.
and he would do it, he'd rub it in your ears and everything, and then he would rub it all over our face and be like, "You're Michael Jackson, you're Michael
Yeah.
Jackson," and we'd run around and be like, "We're Michael Jackson." Bro,
I was so scared of him, bro.
oh, bro, 100%. Nah.
Scary looking, bro. His face.
Dude, 100%. Because Dad used to always show us film clips growing up. We watched fucking, like, I would sit in front of V for like
Yeah.
hours and hours. So, like, I kind of knew Black Michael Jackson more than.
A lot more endearing. Black Michael Jackson
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
more palatable. He's like a
100%.
cute guy, yeah. You
And then
could
he- and then
see
he-
the trans.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah, dude. He looked like a lizard when he died. It was
Yeah.
fucked. But, oh, bro, things that scared me when I was younger. I was always fucking terrified of werewolves. That was like a full legitimate fear because of a Goosebumps movie.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kind
yeah, I
of
think I remember
set me off the fucking edge.
Yep.
But the main thing, bro, kind of back to the serial killer shit, was on Fox 8 back in the day. They used to have this like. at the worst time for kids. It'd be like Simpsons Summer Marathon or whatever. It'd be like every night you'd watch Simpsons, then Futurama, then Family Guy, and then it'd be bedtime basically. But you'd stay up a little bit longer, and there was
School holidays.
America's Most Wanted,
Oh, okay.
where they would get real most wanted people and put them up, and one of them was about this dude who went in, fucking kidnapped, killed the two kids in their bed while the mum went out one night, put all the photos out on the fucking ironing board and like left them there, dude. And I was like,
and they still haven't found this man.
and you're like,
he's still out there. For any kids watching, please lock your doors when you go to bed.
the worst thing is at the end they like hit you with the like, if anyone sees this guy, please call 911. Then you're like, oh, he's outside.
And
Bro.
you have no grasp of how big the world is. You're like,
No.
But yeah, I remember going to America as a kid. They were like, yeah, well, I was like, and Michael Jackson lives there. And like, yep. And I was like, and you're going to LA and he lives there? Yep. And I was like, I'm going to be next to Michael Jackson and he's going to have an opportunity to fucking steal me and I'm just going to have to cop it.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, you really don't understand how unlikely it is that person would just come in and fucking rearrange your family photo.
Kill two people in Tennessee. I'm in like the Gap in Brisbane. I'm like, But yeah, we're all addicted to fucking fear.
Yep.
Did you have anything that you wanted to?
Well, I just want to quickly jump in for a Broncos PSA. I believe a couple episodes you know, put yourself on the side of rugby league. You've pledged your allegiance. So I'm going to hold you accountable to that. I have tickets for you for the next night's game. So you're going to be there with bells on, cheering the Broncos in the fucking Thunderdome, the Corp. We need these wins to get home, and I'm going to into the top 4 to get a home final. So I'm going to make a few predictions that we can later clip.
The Oracle.
Inevitably right. So we play...
Hold on 1 sec.
Let me write these suckers down.
Hold on. Give me 2 secs.
Also, your boy Paddy Carrigan's fucking out for the season.
I know, 4 games. Yeah.
So I think 4 of the last 5 will be without him. But we seem to win without our, best players playing. We can kind of makeshift team. We don't have a fucking fullback, so it's,
Rightio, so...
it's a problem.
Hold on, fuck. I'm trying to do... we just got a shit potty out. Like, it sucks. Like, we don't have any fucking tech going on. I'm pulling up YouTube video. We need a Jamie. If there is a Jamie out there that likes this shit and just wants to fucking help us, please tell us.
Okay, so tomorrow night we go down to the SCG. We're going to get a win there. It's going to be a gritty win, but we're going to get a win against the Roosters. The following week will be at the Knights at Suncorp on Sunday. That's a win. Your boy will be there. I apologise to Brisbane and the Broncos fan base. I was unable to make this Tigers game over the weekend. We would have won had I been there. But I will be at the Knights game. So will Belones. We'll be in the smokers area doing interviews. Please come see us. The week after, I believe it's the Eels. Thursday night footy. We don't lose at Suncorp on a Thursday, and we also don't lose to the Eels very often.
Stay locked in on your path here. Stay locked in.
Both those things are inaccurate. I'm going to give us another win there. That's 3 on the trot right there.
Channel it in.
I'm going to have to look up the schedule. No, and then I know we've got the Storm at home. Storm at home. That's going to be our only loss of the remainder of the season.
Hectic.
That was perfect. That
was a message from... This is a message from Andy the Oracle.
Yeah. We will also be at the Storm game doing interviews, so check us out there. And then I think to finish off the season, we've got St. George down in Illawarra. Book it. That's a win right there. So we're going to go 4-5 out of the last 5 games. Cash that check.
Fuck. Hectic. That was a lot to take in.
Yeah. And you're going to be there. And no stank on it either. No fucking...
I'm going so fucking hard at these next couple of games, cunt.
Yep.
I'm going to buy a jersey. I'm going to go fucking nuts. Like I'm taking my talents elsewhere.
Do it,
and I'm going to go fucking nuts. I hate you. But Yeah, fuck it. How can we get out of cunts ears
And
now?
we're going to go hard because, like, that's the end of the season. It's our first good season in a while. If the After Party podcast, I clearly have a good luck charm at Cycle. If we can bring us home strong, that's going to be a fucking little tick on our resume.
For sure. And I think it's worth us docking what games we win when I'm there versus not, because I could.
You're 1-0.
I could, yeah, I am 1-0. Good luck, John. Let's just keep it Clay out of there, yeah?
Let's keep it clean.
Rightio, boys. Well, fucking cheers for listening this week. This one was all over the shop, but fuck it. I actually had heaps of fun. So get the fuck around all of our shit, boys. Fucking like, subscribe, all that jazz. Again, if you're hanging around now, you're probably our guys. So fucking make sure you're really getting into our stuff. Comment, get amongst it. Fucking we want it. We know you're there. So just fucking start getting amongst it so we can start getting around. Yeah. 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 Bah.